Returned once again today to actually deliver another new show premiering in the spring season, which should have been out yesterday actually, but for some reason Crunchyroll delayed it or just didn't release it until like 7:30 in the morning this morning. I was like, oh, there it is. So yeah, today I'm actually covering Hinamatsuri, which should have been yesterday, but it's actually today. Like, I have no idea what was going on yesterday. I mean, everything else came out completely fine. Like, everything else was absolutely hunky-dory, but besides this show. I was like, what the hell was going on there? So I actually had to resort to watching Magical Girl Sight, which was... Whew! Whew! That was a show. That was a show and a half, that one was. The less we talk about that show, the better. But anyway, yeah, so this was the one I'm kind of the most hesitant towards, because I was like, will they do it justice? I don't know. I haven't read too much of the manga. I only read like maybe one or a couple of chapters. I'm not well versed into it. But that was quite a while ago. But, I mean, I was hoping they might do it, but the problem was the director of this show directs 2 animes this season. I think he also directs Devil's Line as well. But, I mean, damn. It's one of those ones to watch out for. It's one of those ones to watch out for. I actually have no idea what's going to happen with this show. Hopefully it's actually quite good. I wish it is really, really freaking good, because it does look like an amazing experience. The animation looks fantastic, though. That's one thing. The animation looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know what I was doing just then. I had to go to Twitter, and my brain just stopped. My brain literally just stopped completely. Oh, wow. Gone live for... There we go. We're all good. We're all good. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things I always find that comedy is one of those ones that goes one of two ways. It can go either the realm of, oh my god, that was effing terrible, or you can go to the realm of Pop Team Epic, which was fantastic. So it's a gamble at this point, because you got to know how to actually adapt it. You got to know then how to actually put it into the medium and everything like that. It sometimes works. It's just sometimes you get the duds as well, which do come in quite often. It's one of those ones that has to sustain itself for a long period of time as well. It's one of those ones that has to kind of... It can't just outstay its welcome at the same time. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully it's good. I wish it to be good. So anyway, yeah. Let's get the show on the road. So in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin this thing now. Man, animation's really good, though. This is the first 10 seconds. Animation's really good. Like, really good. Okay, so it's actually pretty good so far. I actually quite like it so far. Oh man, that's just depressing. That hurts my soul. That hurts my soul. Wait a second. Hold up a second. If you burn your tongue and you lick ice afterwards, does that actually cure the whole entire thing? Like, does that actually cure the whole entire thing? Because if that's the case, holy crap. Yeah, pacing's quite fast. I was like, have I been living a lie this whole entire time? For a second there, my whole entire world just fell apart. I was like, wait a second. Hold up. Oh, okay. Hello. Yeah, his pacing's quite fast. Surprisingly, so far we've kind of got Hina's like got into his house. They've kind of sort of become maybe sort of friends. But yeah, the pacing's quite fast. In the space of like, what's it been? No more than 8 minutes. It's kind of fast. I mean, it ain't no TG re fast, but it's quite fast. Because TG Reed was just like, screw it, why not? Let's go straight into the action. It does feel like that. Now that you actually mention it, it does feel like that. Well, I actually don't remember the last good buddy cop movie we actually ever got. That was the thing. Oh no, it was. I remember. It's a Nice Guys. It's the last good one we ever got. Other than that, they've all been pretty terrible. Really, the only problem so far has been the pacing, but it's not like as if it's kind of, it's not that kind of, what's it called? What's the word for it? That break, if you get what I mean. It's not like as if you don't know what the hell's going on. For a second, I actually can remember the word. I actually have to catch up on My Hero Academia as well. I completely forgot to actually finish it off. I actually completely forgot it's premiering today. I was like, oh yeah, it's premiering today, isn't it? I thought it was next week, but no, it was this week. Was it just me, or was it when she uprooted the tree? It wasn't as big. It wasn't as big as them, but when she actually put it down, it was huge. I don't know why, but the perspective shot got me. I was like, wait, what? What's going on here? I mean, a lot has happened in 25 minutes. The more you think about it, a lot has actually happened. Yeah, that's the main thing. It's fun to watch. It's funny and it's fun to watch. That was actually surprisingly really freaking good. I wasn't really expecting too much of it because I thought maybe it might be a kind of a terrible adaptation, but no, it's actually like really good. Like surprisingly really good. It's got a heart to it as well, which is kind of the main thing I was expecting. It's got a heart to it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Because one thing these shows tend to lack is kind of a heart, but this show actually does have its heart. I was like, oh, what do you know? That was actually kind of a neat thing to actually include. Because sometimes you kind of can just go out, oh, your football works on it. It makes sense why some of the frames are quite nice. You can go for the whole entire show without really having a heart and just be pure comedy, but, no, it was really good. That's three Terminator references I've seen for the past week, actually, which is actually even stranger. There's been too many references to Terminator recently. I mean, has Phil ever made a bad show? That's the question. I'm trying to figure out whether or not Phil made a bad show. They actually made a Terminator reference. They actually made a Terminator reference. Holy crap. The same pose and everything. The same pose and everything. It was absolutely perfect. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying beforehand, I would say the only thing that actually really did go down a bit not so well was the pacing. That was literally its only downfall, because it literally was way too fast sometimes, because we went from Hina appearing to Hina kind of getting acquainted with our main character, and then it kind of goes into the whole entire their relationship, and it goes into him going back to his job and her helping him, and then it just kind of goes, okay, no, I actually kind of like you. It's like, wow, you had a whole entire 25-minute character arc practically. It was quite fast. I was like, damn, it was quite a lot to pack into 25 minutes. But it wasn't really kind of like as if it was bad, because the actual kind of comedy and the timing in itself and the animation and everything else in between really did actually kind of help the show. I mean, the dynamic the characters do share really does elevate the show beyond where it is right now, because if it wasn't for the dynamic, I would imagine that probably the show might have not been as great, but the dynamic here is fantastic, so it really does help carry otherwise kind of really spotty pacing. Yeah, I mean, in a few chapters it's completely fine because you can establish a character's relationship about in like maybe 2 or 3 chapters, but in like 1 episode in 10 minutes, it's kind of a bit too fast. Like, it's kind of one of those things. The same thing happened with Tokyo Ghoul. Like, it went straight into it. It's kind of like, okay, so how these characters, well, they didn't know that how these characters share dynamics, but at least here you actually do get to see the idea of how these characters share dynamics. But it just felt as if it was kind of like a bit too fast sometimes. I mean, if it kind of calms down episode 2, then it's like, okay, that's right. But there's also that fast forward there's also the fast forward at the beginning as well, which actually was like, okay, that was interesting. Why would you start there? But I don't know. I mean, it wasn't as if it was kind of a detriment to its whole entire thing, but I think from a perspective like, okay, if you were to kind of take everything out and actually look at it, the pacing was just kind of a bit spotty here and there. I mean, it wasn't as if it was bad, as the main thing. It's not Tokyo Ghoul level terrible. It wasn't as if it was just kind of just breezing through chapters as if there were nothing. I mean, it was kind of like as if they actually kind of thought things through, actually kind of helped certain parts of the actual adaptation, I guess. Because it seems as if it's kind of purposeful at the same time. Like, it seems as if they actually are kind of thinking about what they're doing, which is one of the major things that this show actually kind of does in theory have, is that they kind of know what they're doing. And I mean, Phil do kind of have a good track record. I actually don't know any bad shows they've made, so it's not as if I'm kind of like, okay, Phil make terrible shows all the time. They ain't no 8-1 pictures, they say, so it's actually kind of alright in that context, because you're just like, okay, they'll make a good show anyway. But yeah, I just mean, it's just one of those things that it's just like, maybe just slow it down slightly. I just thought it was a bit of an interesting way to start the whole entire thing, because you're kind of like, who's this character? What's really going on here? Why is she after Hina? It's one of those things that you sort of just, you have to kind of just you have to like kind of just think everything through in the first 10 seconds. Like, damn, it's actually quite a lot to take in the first 10 seconds. Might be one of those things, as you say, just kind of gets explained as time goes on, but it's one of those things to throw in at the beginning was quite like, wow. Alrighty fam. It's one of those things. But the animation was freaking fantastic. Like, it really was. Phil do know how to make a really good looking show, and also, as I said beforehand, the dynamics of the work correctly, the characters share, is absolutely great. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how the show goes, I think, and if hopefully it doesn't actually premiere at 7:30 in the morning every single Saturday, because otherwise I'd be kind of depressed. So I want to see the show on a Friday more than a Saturday, but we'll see what happens, as they say. We'll see. So yeah, that is me done for now, because I do believe in half an hour we also have Devil's Line. So until then, I've indeed been the Driver. If you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a follow, then leave a follow, because indeed, it does something quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube, and you do want to leave a like, then leave a like, because indeed, it does something quite a bit. If you enjoy what I do here on YouTube, and you do want to stay a bit longer, then do a sub, because indeed, it does something quite a bit. But until around about half an hour with Devil's Line, I shall see you guys later. Bye for now.